Hello, my friends, my children of the night. It is JXP Tabo here. Back again after sucking at Subnautica. I am here to give you guys my first ever commentary video. Whoa, sir, your audio needs to go the fuck down. I'm thinking I need to turn it all the way down. I'll just have to remember that my audio was that everything was at 100. Jesus. Again, I'm sorry, people, if this is making a lot of noise. I'm trying to focus on the article. So if, like, in the gameplay I start standing around in a random field, if I start just standing around somewhere, like, just standing there idling, just letting you guys know that I'm fine, nothing bad happened. I'm just trying to focus on reading the article because, I don't really care about my gameplay. I care more about giving you guys good content. So for me, it's not really about the gameplay, it's about the content side of it. Like, it's about what you're getting from the gameplay, and I'm not necessarily here to give you guys, like, the most stunning gameplay. I'm gonna save Ghost of Tsushima gameplay for another video. And even then, I'm gonna have the volume turned down a little so you guys can hear my beautiful, magnificent voice. Yes. But today, we have a interesting article, and I know it's very ironic that I picked Ghost of Tsushima, a game about Japanese culture, and today I'm talking about an article related to Japanese culture. Now, or not Japanese culture. It's an article about a Japanese game, and when I was looking through Google, because me and YKD, we were discussing subjects for our podcast we were gonna make and our commentary videos, and I was like, well, commentary is no fun unless you're telling an interesting story or you're talking about an interesting thing that happened in the media recently, or if you're talking about, like, a controversial figure or a controversial subject. Like, so, like, stuff about, like, a new console coming out, something about Logan or Jake Paul. Both of those fucking idiots make bank for dozens of commentary channels. And, I don't really want to become, like, a commentary-specific channel. I want to branch out to be, like, a commentary channel mixed with gaming, mixed with music, mixed with just a bunch of stuff, What I touched on, like, in my first Minecraft video I uploaded, the I'm Back episode. Check that out if you're new to the channel, or if you're an oldie who has been wondering, where have I been? And no one probably cares where I've been, because my channel's basically dead, so who really gives a fuck if I started uploading again? Probably no one. So yeah, I am here with a commentary episode for you guys today. Now you see, this article is from Kotaku. I've rarely ever used Kotaku. I know they're a good source for gaming information, but I rarely use them, and it makes me feel dumb because I always give YKD shit whenever he hasn't heard about, like, a big game being out. Because I talked to him about something. I have no clue what it was we were talking about. We were talking about some game. I can't remember. And I remember getting so pissed off at him because for some reason, the game that everybody, like, literally everybody, even people who weren't playing video games, everybody knew this game was coming out. And somehow he claimed that he hadn't heard anything about it. And this dude is always posting on Instagram, always posting on TikTok, and I'm asking him, sir, how in the absolute fuck in this day and age do you not hear about the shit going on? Like, yes, he knows about COVID going on. Who doesn't fucking know about COVID going on? But it's ridiculous to me when he doesn't know about this big news that people hear about, because he claims to be a gamer, he claims to be a rap fan, but then when something is announced, he has no idea. He's basically clueless, and I hate talking bad about him, but it's hard for me not to when he is literally clueless about half the crap that everybody knows about. Though, yeah, I'm done ranting and being a dick to my best friend. I came here to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on a game that released. And I didn't start this video to talk shit about Sean. That's for a different video. I'm kidding. But yeah, I'm here to talk about an interesting article I found. So, whoever at Kotaku wrote, this article was released on January 3rd, 2021, this year. And the article reads, unfinished Japanese PS1 game completed, released 2 decades later. Now, my question is, who the fuck besides hardcore gamers still owns a PS1 in this day and age? Like, one, you gotta be extremely lucky to find a PS1 that still fucking runs, that hasn't been used. Unless you find, like, one of those crazy people who somehow, through the power of, like, God or Cthulhu or what the hell ever there is, these people, it's crazy when we find these people who somehow hold back the urge to open that box and then try the system out. And they keep the thing in the box all those years without touching it. And then when you get it, you open it up and it runs as good as it would have been when it was released like 2 decades ago. And, you know, props to anybody who can hold back their impulses. The impulse to open up a box and try a new console. Props to anybody who can hold back the urge to rip that fucker open and play some fire video games. Because I knew as soon as I got my PS4 back in 2016, I ripped that fucker out of the box, hooked that damn thing up, and I ended up playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 and Uncharted 4 the entire day after I got it, which was on Christmas. Though, honestly, I don't know what to say about this game itself. I haven't seen too much of it. I literally just got to the title of the article, and I started rambling. Great. But yeah, honestly, props to anyone who somehow hasn't opened their PS1, but seriously, how stupid do you have to be as a game developer to release a game 2 decades after the console it was meant for has been released and has stopped production? Like, how clueless do you have to be as a game developer and publisher do you have to be to release a game after its console's already been discontinued? Because I don't want to bring up Cyberpunk in this situation. I really don't. And I don't even know what I'd say about Cyberpunk, because I still have hope for it. I know that there's a bunch of shit going on around CD Projekt Red, but I still have hope. I still hope that Cyberpunk will be a good game on the PS2. Not the PS2. Fuck. The PS4. I meant the PS4. Because I have a PS4. I do not intend on buying a PS5 until it actually has a game on it that entices me to play it. Because I'm aware that I'm going to have to get one of the new consoles in order to play the next Elder Scrolls game. Because, listen, I don't give a fuck if it's on an Xbox or a PlayStation. If I can play the new Elder Scrolls game, I'll be fucking happy. And if I can get some new games that are good on Xbox, if I have to get an Xbox to play the new Elder Scrolls game, I'll be fine. I grew up playing Xbox. I grew up playing PlayStation. I grew up playing Nintendo. I grew up playing all 3 major consoles. I'm one adaptive motherfucker. Put an Xbox controller in my hand, boom, I'll be damn fine in Call of Duty. I'll be decent at best. Any of the Call of Duty games for the Xbox 360, I'll be fucking decent in. Black Ops 1, the first Black Ops, I was damn good at the campaign. I sucked at fucking zombies. I used to hide in the corner and whimper like a little bitch, but that's because I was like 10, 12 when I first played Black Ops Zombies, and this was at a time when I was still a bit of a sheltered child. But yeah, so I still have hope for Cyberpunk, because CD Projekt Red have proven in the past that they can take a game that was bad at launch and then make it good through multiple patches, because that's the same thing that happened with Witcher 3. Witcher 3 came out, it was buggy as fuck, glitchy, it sucked, basically. I don't want to piss off any hardcore Witcher fans, but it sucked when it was first released, but then they patched the game and it got better, and then they even gave out DLC. So you can't really stay mad at CD Projekt Red for long because of their record with making games good after they patch it. And I understand that still the argument stands that we waited like 8 years or however long it took to develop the game. We waited that long for it, and then it sucked. And like, listen, I understand that, but you still gotta give CD Projekt Red a point. I mean, the game took forever to at least, but at least it didn't come out as fucking Duke Nukem Forever. Like, that game took way longer to develop, and it started development in a time when the jokes in Duke Nukem were considered funny, which even now I still find the jokes disgusting, even though I used to be a horny child as well. I'm still a horny teenager, but a little less. I'll admit my hormones have died down slightly. But still, I mean, Cyberpunk wasn't Duke Nukem Forever. It took forever to release, but it, like, on the consoles that it was supposed to run on the PS5 and the Xbox Series X or whichever it was, the reason it ran good on those is because it was developed to run on those. But they still wanted to release it on the PS4 and the Xbox One for that market who don't have those consoles, but they still want to play a game that's meant for those consoles. And I can get that, but they underestimated themselves, and that's fine. It's literally fine. Like, I physically can't bring myself to hate a developer forever, or a publisher, whatever the fuck they are. I physically can't bring myself to do that, because, yes, I'll admit, some publishers have had fuck-ups in the past. Some of my damn favorites have had fuck-ups in the past. Okay, you know what? No, I'm not talking anymore about this. I'm not talking anymore about Cyberpunk. That's for another commentary video. I am going to stick to what I was going to talk about. So, this game that took 2 decades to apparently come out, that was being developed for the PS1. It's a game called Magic Castle. So the article reads, in 1998, a small team of Japanese developers spent 8 months working on a game called Magic Castle, which they sent off as a pitch to 7 major publishers, including Sony. It never went anywhere, but thanks to emulators and the efforts of one member of the original team, we can now play it and enjoy it anyway. Okay, so that's really sad when you pitch a game to multiple publishers and then they don't even bother to give it a chance, because I haven't even heard about this game, but the title's already, like, kind of drawing me in, you know? It's, like, giving me, like, vibes of, like, oh, this could be, like, Persona, or it could be, like, Castlevania, and, you know, I'd prefer it like Persona, because I know that Castlevania is going to kick the shit out of me. And, yeah, so I'd prefer this as a Persona-style title, but let's continue reading. Okay. One of the team members, Pyro, I don't know how to fucking pronounce that, but yeah, recently found the source code for the project created by NetYaruse. I am so sorry. I usually can pronounce Japanese names or whatever the fuck this is just fine, but I don't know why the hell I can't pronounce it right now. Let's see. Okay, well, apparently, the Kotaku website's trying to berate me with a trailer for something for World of Warcraft. Sorry, I'm not really interested in World of Warcraft. If you guys haven't noticed, I can't really talk at all. Okay, so, back to what I was saying. Okay, so created on NetYaruse, and decided to tie up its loose ends and release it to the public. The game looks cool as hell, but not just for its isometric style, but for a number of modern touches like a customizable UI and dynamic music. Comment section, please tell me what UI is. I forgot what that term means. I used to be very good at my my techie kind of talk, but I've kind of fallen behind and started lacking again. Okay, this video is from a VHS team first created back in 1998 to accompany their pitch which Sony loved, but then also blew by asking the developers to abandon Magic Castle and go work on something else, which they weren't very keen on. I can agree with that, because you don't want to work on something and then get it rejected and be like, oh, we like it, but we don't want it, so go do something else. Which, what the fuck, Sony? Like, you've released some good games, but at the same time, you've been a fucking dipshit company for a while. You've done some major fuck-ups. Like, where's my fucking PS5? I still go to fucking Walmart, see PS5 controllers, and I look at them, and those little fuckers are taunting me behind the glass, and I'm about to punch the fucking thing, because I can't get a PS5, because I'm too fucking poor. So yeah. For more on the background of the game, Net Eurose Europe have an interview with two of the original developers where they talk about stuff like how they got close to making the game with another company that produces famous Japanese RPGs, but then that fell apart as well. Now, I have a theory here about the whole, the Japanese developer thing. It could be, I figure that it could have been Sega, because, they release a lot of Japanese RPGs, but at the same time, it could be the guys that made, Shenmue, but I don't know much about Shenmue. And another one that comes to mind would be Capcom, but at the same time, I feel like it wouldn't be Capcom either, because, the only open world games they really make, or I don't even know if this game is open world, but, same thing basically. Though, yeah. I don't know what Japanese developer it could have been. It could have been any of the ones I listed off, but I have a strong feeling that it wouldn't have been Sega or Capcom, because at this time Capcom were kind of blowing up, I believe, with Resident Evil, and I'm pretty sure around this time they were probably developing Devil May Cry for the PS2 when it came out, and I honestly don't know. I'm not from that time. I haven't done my research. But yeah, I don't think it would be Sega or Capcom. I have a feeling that it might be one of them, but I don't know. It could be Square Enix for all we know. Yeah, that's where the article ends, and my thoughts and feelings on it is, I don't really know what to say about it. Like, oh, it says I can download the game, but no. Let's focus on the main problems here. So, one, this game sounds interesting. I'd want to try it, but my problem with the article, and nothing against Kotaku, but mostly against whoever wrote this, why would you not put anything about like what the game is like in the article? Like, this isn't gonna draw anyone to want to try it. Cause yes, a dynamic soundtrack, ooh, good. Persona 5 has a dynamic soundtrack, and I still can't fucking convince half of my friend group to try it. And isometric. Okay, cool. There are a lot of isometric games. Still, same thing. I don't really play isometric games, whatever isometric means. Like I told you guys before, I'm kind of dumb. But, yeah, so my opinion on it is, damn, that game took a long time to fucking make. That's like Cyberpunk times 2, then add a 4? Add a 4, I think? Somewhere in there. So yeah, like basically, like I was gonna put in a joke here about something, but it doesn't really fit with the whole context of the video, because this is a video about hip hop. Though yeah, my opinion is that if this game is really as good as they say it is, and it runs on modern hardware decently, then I might just have to swallow my pride and give this damn game a try if I can get it on the PlayStation. So yeah. But anyways, that's all my thoughts on it. I'm sorry for rambling on about stuff that had nothing to do with the actual article. I'll probably save my ramblings for another video. Though, anyway, guys, that should do it for the day. I'll be hitting you guys with another banger video in a couple minutes after I'm done recording this one, and I'll see you guys later.